Scorpios are, first of all, at midnight, toasting to a new attitude about themselves. That's your New Year's Eve toast. You're committing to a new attitude about yourself. That new attitude about yourself is what's going to allow you to now change your attitude about everything else in life. Change your mind about jobs, change your mind about relationships, change your mind about your prospects, change your mind about your possibilities. Once you're committed to a certain attitude with yourself, you're now free and liberated to think differently about everything else in life. And what you're going to realize is that your attitude on life was predicated on your attitude with yourself, which may have been not visible up until this particular moment. So Scorpios are taking command of a new attitude. With Saturn squaring Venus, Saturn says that the only way that you're going to really grow is if you are really committed, first and foremost, to your self-worth. So being committed to your self-worth and really owning, well, actually your self-love, actually where it comes from. Excuse me, I got it backwards. So the purple, commit to your self-love. That's Saturn. Committing to your self-love and believing that you deserve self-love. And by the way, it's not just self-love, it's unconditional self-love. It's even when you make mistakes, even when you've wronged others, even when you knew better and you did anyways, you still unconditionally love yourself. That commandment of believing that you deserve an unconditional love regardless then opens up the self-worth portion, the part that I jumped ahead on too quickly. Because then you can believe that you are worth it. You are worth the job. You're worth the promotion. You're worth the money. You're worth the respect from the partner you're with. You're worth it more. And that worthiness of being worth it is all coming down to or predicated by being committed to loving yourself unconditionally. Now, once you raise that self-worth and you can feel that self-worth and own and believe in it, then, says the planets, you then open up to a profound potential, a reframing of what your abundance or your manifest potential can be. That you can manifest far more than you thought you could, or more accurately, or maybe manifest into an industry or into a direction that you didn't feel qualified for. But it wasn't that you weren't qualified. It was that you weren't having unconditional self-love. Therefore, you weren't having unconditional self-worth. Therefore, you were aiming low. And really, it's time to aim out of your pay range, out of your pay grade. It's time for Scorpios to get a major raise according to the planets. Now, with the Earth in Cancer, it means that as you are committed to this new attitude, you start to feel really good about your knowledge. You feel really comfortable moving about the cabin or traveling the world. You feel really solid about your experience. You feel really good about your resume. And although you might have been questioning your resume line by line just 2 weeks ago, the astrology says it wasn't the resume. It was the lack of unconditional self-love, therefore eroding self-worth, therefore eroding what you're worth, therefore keeping you from feeling good about your knowledge and your wisdom.
It's serious.